Today's episode is brought to you by the Vegas Beer Guys.
Everything sequel contains explicit language. And why the fudge not, you melon farmer?
Hello and welcome to the Everything Sequel Podcast, everybody. This is the last summer edition. We're pitching sequels. My name is Michael Shantz of the How Dare You Awards. With me is Tom Stewart of Lonesome Whistle Productions. Hey, Tom.
I guess you couldn't get over what happened last summer.
Is that your title?
No.
Because that would be magic.
That's a line from I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh, I guess he couldn't get over what happened last summer.
I wonder if they just started writing the movie and they were like, we'll say it as many times as we can in as many ways as we can think of. One of them will stick as a title.
Yeah.
And none of them ever did, and they're like, guess we're just going to have to
I
make
guess
up a
we'll
brand new
go
one.
with this. That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special episode in which we are pitching a sequel
Yeah.
to the I Know What You Did Last Summer series.
Yeah.
Tom,
Mm-hmm.
more than anything, I'm just excited to see where you go with the title.
You may...
It doesn't seem to me that you can sass this shit up with numbers. Am I wrong?
You might not be wrong. However, I have done it anyway. So, my sequel is called I Know What You Did for Summer.
Are you adding 5 S's on the end?
Well, no. So, this is the problem. The S needs to be in parentheses. But once again, I'll let the marketing people deal with that. Their problem. Not mine. I'm the ideas guy.
Obviously.
So, I'm taking full advantage of the time travel technology we have in pitching these sequels.
Uh-huh.
And so, the movie
When's it take place?
the movie takes place. It starts in 1998.
Ooh, nice.
So we have, and I want 1998 Brandy and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Okay.
But I also want them to age.
No Jennifer Love?
We'll get there. Yeah, her too.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. So, and they age 8 years. So again, making use of this time machine we have here.
All right.
We can do all this because time doesn't exist in these sequels that we're making. And I want to answer some big, unresolved questions from this franchise. What happened to Brandy and Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Right.
Were they that's never explicitly stated in the movies that they are killed.
Mm-hmm.
The other big question, how did Ben Willis become the fisherman?
Oh, nice.
And
I think he was just a fisherman, Tom.
Well, a more appropriate question is Ben Willis the fisherman?
Hey!
And also, I want to know how he became a ghost. So, that's another big thing. So this movie will answer this, and in terms of the timeline, what it does is it covers the 8 years in between the second and third movie, but 2 years at a time. So we get the 4 summers. 4 summers, 8 years. So Julie, in 1998, Julie goes missing. Her body's never found.
Hey.
Brandy and Freddie Prinze Jr. Devote all their time to searching for her because she's just considered a missing person at this point because no body's been found.
Okay.
After 2 years of searching for them and spending so much time together, they start to fall in love. a la Vera Miles and
Right.
Sam Loomis in
Psycho.
Psycho. That's where the resemblances to a good horror movie end. And so, 2 years they go to their after 2 years they go to their they go to a lake house. They're supposed to be kind of an anniversary of when Julie went missing. They end up kissing, end up getting romantic on the end of the pier. We pan into the water and we see Julie in the water watching them.
In a slicker?
No, not in a slicker.
Okay.
So for the last 2 years, she's been kept in a underwater shark cave with like limited oxygen by Ben Willis, who's not dead, by the way.
Okay.
Let's throw that in. He's just he just got out. They should have put more leaves on him. He got out of the grave.
Right.
Took the boat back, and he's just kind of keeping her basically as bait in a fish farm. Literally keeping her on the hook for the past 2 years. And she's lost, she's been trying to escape for so long, but she's lost the will to do it. Then she sees Brandy and her ex-fiance hooking up, and that's what motivates her to escape. However, during the escape, she dies. She manages to kill the fisherman. Manages to kill Ben Willis.
Wow.
But she dies. She drowns them both while she's trying to escape. So 2 years have passed. Brandy and Freddie Prinze Jr. are married. They, they're newlyweds. A zombified Julie emerges from the water, wearing Ben Willis's clothes because he died too, and she just takes the clothes off the corpse and wears that. Now she is a blue zombie. And she goes and on their wedding night hunts them down. She only manages to kill Freddie Prinze Jr. Brandy gets away. Turns out Brandy is pregnant. That's why they were getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Flash forward to 2 years later.
Oh my goodness.
Now she has a 2-year-old kid to defend. And Julie stroke the fisherman, who is in fact a reanimated Julie, not a reanimated Ben Willis, in a nice, Mrs. Voorhees, Jason Voorhees switcheroo.
Right.
Chases her down, and then manages to kill her, but Brandy manages to save her kids and hides them from the fisherman. So flash forward the
Oh wow.
flash forward another 2 years. And a kid who's now been adopted by another family, and the 4-year-old kid, and now Julie is chasing them. And where has this child been adopted? Where has she moved to with her new adopted family? Broken Ridge, Colorado, the center of the known universe. And she's not a character in this, but in the new movie, because the timeline doesn't work. But anyway, basically, this kid gets away. Some of her new adopted family get killed as well. But that's how the legend of the fisherman, who is not Ben Willis but Julie, reanimated as a corpse.
Wow, you really wanted to connect these two.
I did, yeah. And so she just the fisherman or fisherwoman, as she should more accurately be called.
Correct.
Is now just knocking about Broken Ridge, Colorado, looking for some kids who've covered up a murder to kill after 1 year.
Fucking well played.
All right, that's my movie.
It's delightfully ridiculous. How long do you? How long is each 2 years? Are we spending 25 minutes on each 2 years, or?
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, it depends. We might spend more on the first two.
Nice.
I think because there's a lot to do in that first 2 years.
Well,
And the other point is this will rescue the franchise in that
Will it?
once that kid once that kid grows up,
We could have more sequels.
it'll be like what? So it's born in, let's see, 98. When will it have been born? 2002.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2020, it'll be a teenager. You can have another sequel.
Right.
Carry on the franchise. So, dare I say it, this is win-win. For I know you did this summer thing. I genuinely forgot the name of the film.
Perfect. Yeah, my one of my biggest problems was just trying to come up with a title.
Yeah. Well,
Because based on what they did, you can't. I'll always know what you did last summer. There's really nowhere else to go. You can't say, I totally know what you did all the summers ago.
grammatically, your
Yeah,
hands are tied.
grammatically, exactly. Grammatically, your hands are tied. So I decided to go with, I'm going to kill you this summer.
I'm gonna kill you
Yeah.
this summer. Okay, I like it. I like that we've gone I'll,
Yeah.
I'm.
It was the only
educational.
place for me to go was instead of putting it on them, I know what you did. This is what I'm going to do.
Who is the I'm of your movie?
It is Ben's son.
Who is dead?
No. He didn't
didn't die?
die.
Ah.
So, I'm setting it 2020. It's now.
Cool.
And I'm doing a, well, maybe that's too anyway, my original idea was it's kind of a Halloween thing.
Uh-huh.
Like the most recent incarnation.
Because, of course, this series doesn't plagiarize Halloween
Right.
at all.
But like you, so the one place where we're similar, except you want a movie to add as a bridge
Yeah.
to more sequels later.
Yeah.
I thought of having Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. as parents to a now 20-year-old daughter.
But how does Julie survive?
Oh, you solved that like you did in number 2. That was a dream.
I love that I'm asking these difficult questions, having just pitched a film in which a reanimated corpse of
Yeah.
Julie is the killer, and I'm picking holes in your logic.
So for those that do know, the second movie, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, ends with basically ends exactly like the first movie ended, where the fisherman comes back to kill Jennifer Love Hewitt. In that movie, they have a nice home, a really nice home, by the way, for a couple of murderers. But so again, the whole end to the second movie was just a dream. They are having problems in their marriage. So they're in therapy. All of those problems are about the girl.
Too many hooks in the house.
Yeah, right. So what I decided was, instead of having kids that are complete fuck-ups
Yeah.
who do bad things and then try covering it up, I wanted a truly innocent person,
Definitely.
which is their daughter. And Ben's son comes back to punish them. He's going to kill the daughter. And because the parents are having problems, because their marriage isn't going great, it's affecting the kid. So now the kid has problems with both parents. And the whole idea behind the story is they have to become a family together to get past this murdering hook bastard and kill him before he kills them. That's the crux of
It's
it.
exactly how you would revive this, I think.
Yeah. And I just,
And
I don't know how
not
else to
put
bring-
too fine a point on it. Those two actors ain't too busy. Not seeing a lot coming out with those two actors these days.
That's not nice, Tom.
Sorry.
Be nice. I don't know.
The Client
Yeah.
List was the last thing I saw Jennifer Love Hewitt in.
Was that a TV
I
show?
believe so. On Lifetime, I think.
Okay.
Just go straight to Lifetime.
A Lifetime movie? Yeah. That's great. Yeah. So at any rate, I just liked the idea of let's have one truly innocent person whose life is in danger.
Yeah, more, I mean, you know, my sequel was about answering questions that probably no one cares about. But your
Yeah,
sequel is
right.
about addressing something that's really missing at the heart of these movies, which is someone you can identify with because they've done nothing wrong,
Right.
or they've done less wrong than murder and covering up a murder.
Well, and I just think it opens up an interesting avenue for the child to talk to her parents, like, because at some point in the movie they're going to have to explain what's going on.
Yeah.
So imagine the trials and tribulations they've gone through in their life that they kept completely separate from their daughter in the interest of protecting her.
Yeah.
And now this opens up the avenue of, you didn't tell, like, do you have any idea how important it is what happened to you that you just didn't tell me?
Mm-hmm.
You know? So there's that sense of betrayal.
So you have no reference to I'll always know. No?
Nope.
Interesting. So you're Jaws 3Ding it out of the
Yeah, it's
timeline.
I'm not saying it can't have happened. I'm just saying they wouldn't know anything about it because unlike you, I'm not, there's no magical realism. There's no mystification. There's no, there's nothing mystic or anything about this movie. There's nothing supernatural. The killer is back, but in the form of the son.
Right. Interesting. So is Ben is dead.
What's
Ben
that?
father is dead.
Yes.
Okay.
She shot him 9 times.
Right.
I had this idea in my head of like a hook going into Ben's chest that went like through the rib cage and then hooked around the heart, not hitting anything, and came back out.
That's why I use
As
hooks.
you have-
They always miss the heart.
Yeah. So and
Someone
and
decides
you have,
to hook me, they're gonna miss my
it's like-
organs
yeah.
completely.
Right. Have you ever seen Hard to Kill, Steven Seagal?
I have not, and we'll have no chance to do it on this show, even though it feels like
Nope.
a sequel. It is not.
It's not.
No, I have not.
But essentially, the cop gets shot all to shit at the beginning of the movie.
Actually, I have. That's the movie where he goes into a coma for quite a while.
Yeah.
In the movie, and when he's in the coma, he looks like Steven Seagal looks like now.
Right. So, exactly right. And he gets all shot up. Everybody thinks he's dead. The cops are leaving. And then a doctor comes out and he's like, "Can I talk to someone?" And he goes, "Yeah," to like his friend that's the cop. And he's like, "Yeah, what do you got?" And he's got, "What I've got is a live cop." So now he's like going to hush it up. And it's that kind of thing of like, this kid's not dead.
Oh, so there's a cover up.
Yeah.
So, okay. How did he get? So he's in he wakes up in the Bahamas.
But as far as anybody would know,
Yeah.
he's not the murderer. He just got,
He's one of the victims.
He's just
yeah,
a-
that's good.
he's just another victim.
People will treat him like he's one of the victims. Yeah, yeah.
Right. But like
Very smart.
Hard to Kill, it was a hard road back. It was
And is he also a
a hard road back for.
Go
Go ahead.
semi-skilled martial artist like Steven Seagal?
He is not, but he's been honing his killing skills for 20 years.
Does he now need a chair in all his movies? He does his killing slump from a chair. He's not Steven Seagal. I know.
No. Anyway, that's my sequel, everyone.
That's great.
So, yeah. I love that we have two vastly different sequels. You let us know what you think. Which sequel do you like? Do you have a sequel of your own? Find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let us know. Tweet that shit out.
Yeah. We'll put polls on Twitter and Facebook.
There you go.
And I just received the results of our Superman sequel.
Nice.
Where the people prefer Doucheman or the Brainiac and the Red Sun story that you pitched.
How many people voted? 4 or 5?
Yeah. if you, I combine the Twitter and Facebook results because that means I win. But I won by like 1.
You what?
I won. If we were going off Facebook, you would have won. If we do Facebook and Twitter combined,
you're not repeating votes, are you?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right.
But don't look too closely into who owns those accounts.
I'll take that as a victory.
Mr. Snrub is a real man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
G. Dodson 69.
You let us know what you like. Send us an email at everythingsequel@gmail.com. Let us know. That's it for the last summer series. I'm glad to be done with it. How about you, Tom?
Yeah, well, I think that applies both to the podcast and the franchise. I don't think we'll be seeing the reboot of this anymore.
No. All right, take care, everybody. Until next time.
I like to think I know something about beer, but nowadays even I get overwhelmed when confronted by the exhaustive selection of craft beers they have at bars, breweries, and even grocery stores. Back in the day you had 1, maybe 2 craft beers to choose from, and if you were confused, you ordered a Guinness. But in beerstinations like San Diego, the craft beer options lately are in double, sometimes even triple digits. So what's a beer drinker to do? You need what I need, the Vegas Beer Guys. Your beer of choice should be a perfect blend of malt and hops. And so a live show about beer needs that same balance. And the Vegas Beer Guys matches beer expert Dan Aker with self-proclaimed beer novice Stephen J. Weiss. The results are eminently drinkable. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. They'll try new beers, they'll tell you about beer. Think of them as your beer Sherpas guiding you up a foamy-headed mountain to reach the peak of your pint. God, I need a beer.